Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking at quite a transformation, the birth of the Autonomous Republic of Zeon.
That's right, specifically focusing on that period in Mobile Suit Gundam, the origin, from roughly UC 00071 to 00078.
Yeah, after Zeon Zum Daikun's death, our sources really dig into how Side 3's politics shifted dramatically then. So our mission today, basically figure out how the Zabi family pulled off this, well, takeover and set the stage for war. Let's jump in.
Okay, so UC 0071, that's the key year. The Autonomous Republic of Munzo becomes the Autonomous Republic of Zeon.
And this is only 3 years after Daikun died, giving that big independence speech. Sounds suspicious.
Well, yeah. His death in 68 was murky. Lots of chaos, accusations flying Zabi involvement, maybe even Federation.
And amidst all that, Degwin Zabi kind of emerges on top.
Exactly. The Zabis were working behind the scenes. Political rivals like Gihren, forced out, exiled.
And Daikun's children, Casval and Artesia, they had to vanish too, right? Because of Zabi threats.
That's the story. So by 71, the Zabis had pretty much total control over Side 3.
But calling it Zeon, that wasn't an accident, was it?
Not at all. Super strategic. It avoids putting the Zabi name front and center, which maybe wasn't universally popular yet.
Right, and it lets them ride Daikun's coattails, his popularity.
Precisely. Capitalizes on his legacy, that strong anti-Federation sentiment he built. Jim Burrell probably saw right through it, but...
The public in Side 3, they were probably just ready for some kind of strong leadership, yeah.
Right.
And tired of the Federation.
Fed up. So they used Daikun's name to legitimize what was becoming, well, an autocratic, militaristic regime.
So this republic, what did it actually look like structure-wise between 71 and 78?
It had the facade of a republic, sure. Degwin Zabi was chairman, the figurehead projecting authority, always banging that anti-Federation drum.
But the real power was kept in the family.
Oh, absolutely. Gihren was the brains, you know. Strategy, propaganda, shaping minds.
Dozle had the military.
Yep. Colonel Dozle, Space Defense Force, the military academy, and crucially, head of mobile weapon development. Think mobile suits.
And Kycilia.
Lieutenant Colonel Kycilia. She ran the Special Service Intelligence, Secret Police, keeping tabs on everyone.
What about Sastro? He died early.
Right? He did. Involved in early propaganda, but his death was then weaponized to help sideline the Raoul family. Convenient.
So the Dieta, the supposed parliament.
Had theoretical power, like over the budget, but in practice, totally subordinate to the Zabis. Propaganda was key hammering the anti-Federation message, twisting facts about Daikun's death, maybe.
All to build loyalty and gear up for war. So, a family autocracy dressed up as a republic.
Pretty much. Using democratic window dressing and Daikun's ghost to push their own agenda.
And while projecting this image, they were secretly arming themselves to the teeth.
That's the core of it. That UC 0071 to 78 period was all about clandestine military buildup.
Reorganizing forces.
Right. The old Munzo Defense Force became the Republic of Zeon Space Defense Force, much more offensive focus. State Security Police became the Zeon Special Service Kycilia's intelligence arm.
And the military academy under Dozle.
Huge. Guardian Bonchi. A tough 3-year program drawing in idealistic recruits from other sides too, building a pan-spacenoid force.
And that's where Shar Aznable, Casval Daikun, slipped in, seeking revenge.
He started there around UC 0074. Talk about a long game.
Then there's a dark colony, extra Bonchi. What was going on there?
Top secret stuff, overseen by Dozle. Gihren approved. This is where they developed the mobile worker, the MW-01.
Disguised as something else.
Yeah, like lunar surface machinery, to fool Federation surveillance. They even tested early versions against Federation gun tanks.
And this evolved into the mobile suit.
The revolutionary weapon. Perfect for space, effective against Federation ships, especially once you factor in Minovsky particles messing with sensors and comms.
And they were converting ships too.
Secretly turning Arcana-class civilian transports into Musai-class combat cruisers to carry these new mobile suits, building a hidden fleet.
Which leads to the Dawn Rebellion in UC 0077.
Instigated by Char, but Garma Zabi got the public credit. A surprise cadet attack on the Federation garrison right there in Guardian Banshee.
Weren't they massively outnumbered?
10 to 1. But they used clever tactics. Land movers for infiltration, meticulous planning. Zenomiya even neutralized Dozle temporarily. They captured Federation tanks.
Big impact.
Huge. It stopped a planned Federation security crackdown in Zim City, made Garma famous, and ramped up anti-Federation feelings.
And Degwin Zabi managed to negotiate the feds right out of Side 3 after that.
Complete withdrawal. It showed Zeon's growing teeth and the Zabi's strategic cunning. Aftermath. Char got sent to Earth, and Dozle married Zenomia.
So throughout this whole period, relations with the Federation must have been incredibly tense. Nominally part of the Federation,
But de facto autonomous and secretly preparing for war. That Federation garrison in Guardian Banchi, right next to Zion's academy, was a constant source of friction until 77.
Did the Federation know about the mobile suits? Did they have any clue?
There were signs, intelligence whispers, Dr. Minovsky trying to defect. There was even an early MS battle near the moon with Federation gun cannon prototypes against Zaku A's and Bugis.
So they knew something was up.
They knew something, but probably underestimated the scale, the speed, the sheer paradigm shift the mobile suit represented.
And Federation attempts to clamp down just backfired.
Massively. Coercion, threats, it just alienated space noids everywhere, not just inside 3, played right into Zabi propaganda about Earthnoid oppression.
A dangerous feedback loop then. Zeon builds up, Federation cracks down, space noids get angry, Zabis get stronger.
Exactly. The Federation's conventional thinking just couldn't grasp the depth of resentment or the radical new threat Zeon was building in secret. Their actions kind of helped unify space noid sentiment against them.
And the geography you mentioned, Zum City, Guardian Banchi, Extra Banchi, that layout was deliberate. Side 3 being at L2 helps stability.
Absolutely. Lagrange point L2, mostly closed-type colonies. Zum City, named for Deikun, was the public face government administration. Legitimacy?
Guardian Banchi, the military heart, confronting the feds right there.
Crucible for their elite, site of the Dawn Rebellion. A symbol of defiance.
And Extra Banchi, the dark colony.
That was the secret arsenal. Hidden, where the real war machine was being forged in mobile suits, Muzai cruisers embodied the Zabi's true intent.
Public legitimacy, overt military power, covert superweapon development, all spatially arranged.
It perfectly mirrored their strategy.
Which brings us to the end of the Republic phase, October 24, UC0078.
The mask comes off. The Autonomous Republic becomes the Principality of Zeon. Simultaneously a formal declaration of total independence.
The culmination of that whole 7-year plan since 71.
All the political maneuvering, the purges, the propaganda, the secret military tech, all leading to this moment.
And Principality sounds much more permanent, sovereign.
Exactly. It evokes monarchy, Degwin Zabi, as the sovereign prince. The Republic was just the necessary chrysalis. Now the Principality was ready for war.
And just a few months later, January 79.
The 1-year war begins. The Principality unleashes its mobile suit forces, built in secret during the Republic years.
An incredible and terrifying transformation hidden behind a facade for 7 years.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? How often does a period that looks like political stability, even cooperation on the surface, actually hide a completely radical agenda brewing underneath? What are those subtle clues, that might hint at the real intentions behind the political theater we see? Something to ponder.